What's going on, disc golf fans? We are back at it again for the 2025 Las Vegas Challenge presented by Innova. This is an A-Tier again for the second year in a row. And a special shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. As always, we love ya. I'm Derek. We got Chris in the booth as well here on the second moving day, I suppose.
Yeah, and the day that everyone was talking about during practice, the windy day here on Saturday, wind gusts over 20 miles an hour. And here in Vegas, the wind is very gusty and could change, where halfway through your round, one day, completely different. So we take a look at our scores here. Catrina Allen still with the lead. Jennifer Allen not far behind. We have Sofia, and then Sandi Hendel finishes out here.
Let's just jump right in, back on the Infinite course, hole 1, OB short or hazard rather. So really just a stock hyzer to get out there.
First on the tee, Catrina Allen.
So this is 9 a.m. Pretty early tee time and already pretty windy. Overcast the whole day as well.
Which did add a little comfort to the day.
Yeah, for the heat, as that does go hazard.
Pulled a little to the right, gonna blast right past.
Yeah, I think she
quite
had,
deep with the roll too.
I think she had one goal in mind, and it was not to get to the sand.
But she has to worry about it on her putt now. Look at that bouncing around in the air. Did that almost ring it up?
Yeah, that scoots all the way to circle 2. And we got a lefty on the card. That's always nice to see. As a fellow left-handed thrower, Sandi doesn't even really have to worry about any of the hazard. But pretty far here. I feel like almost as far as the tee shot. At least 100 feet or so.
Yeah, a lot of safe plays from these ladies here. It's going to be an interesting one today, folks.
That was a good putt from Kat. Unfortunately, going to take a bogey. Same with Sandi. Just a little low.
Kind of stings when you get the bogey without having the hazard, too. Still plenty of golf.
And Sofia's been hanging around as well. She is not out of this in third place, only 6 strokes behind. And with conditions like today, we can expect some pretty big swings in terms of these scores here. Jennifer should be cleaning up. We're going to move into hole 2, 311-foot par 3. As soon as you get out of the gap here, you got to worry about the wind. Could really take a hold of your disc. And we have green on this hillside. A couple bushes inside the circle that do come into play. Could affect your putt.
I think overall, considering the wind, that was about as good as you could get. That looks like it's attacking it even better.
Oh, and it just misses the
man.
last bush. So
very happy to see this again.
Does not have to putt on this one.
And in this wind, I would say that that is a bonus.
Yeah, it looks like a perfect left-to-right crosswind. Yep, there it is. Decent shot there from Kat.
Coming in as a tail as well, so really able to push a lot out of that disc. Sandi coming up A little short, but in a clearing.
Also, shout out Lisa Fakis. She was the only birdie on hole 1 in these conditions. Good par putt there from Sandi. Sofia is going to take a stroke on the entire card,
Preventing an empty nest as well. All right, jumping into hole 3, par 3, just shy of 300 feet. Triple Mando off the tee, Guardian right in the green. Very sandy, so a lot of ground play can be had here.
Yeah, I like this Guardian tree. 1, it looks cool. 2, it's in a great spot where it could really affect where you land, as Kat's going to be over there with Sofia.
Jen.
Or Jen, I'm sorry.
As we see Kat
Oh, wow. Okay.
not missing the Mando. So we'll get another crack at getting through that threshold.
Sets up good for the lefty, just a little early and short.
Hangs that over a little bit to push further. Comes up just short. Just circles edge. Sandi playing that ground play I'd mentioned before, which I do think is a very good idea in these conditions.
Winds are whipping. Great putt there. That was a good par save for Kat.
I remember hearing someone say corner pocket. Sandi very happy to take that as well.
This was the 6th hardest hole. 65% of the field taking par. Only 2 birdies on the day.
Collegiate Nationals debuted in 2007, fueled by the vision of Pete May, with support from his good friend and Innova co-founder, Harold Duvall. Innova has been all in since day one, and we've been presenting sponsor ever since. So thank you to the players, the staff, the volunteers, and all of the sponsors who helped make this event possible. At Innova, we see a bright future in college disc golf, and we are proud to be part of the journey.
All right, we're back. Hole 4, par 3, 344 feet. Big hyzer shot here. A couple Guardian trees to miss. Right on this hillside. We do have rollaway potential. Also have to worry about this wind.
It works out pretty good. Wow, what a crush.
Unlucky roll there, but nonetheless, I don't think it changes her game plan on her second shot.
Cat playing a little lower. Hooking up just short of the green.
Tough lefty here.
I was going to say, and quite a disadvantage for the lefty.
This is the touchy approach here from Sandi. She does it successfully. because that's a scary putt there from Jen. If that matched the hillside, that could have ended up all the way down the hill.
So pretty.
Hate to see it. Connecting on the good side, still not sticking.
What a heck of a drive from Sofia to get inside the circle.
With so much airtime, too. Definitely needs this to keep momentum.
Strong right to left.
Hitting the band means that you gave it an honest bid, so I think she should walk away from this still happy with herself.
Yeah, I personally would rather hit the band than the cage. Just like you said, at least you gave it enough.
And you weren't... ain't scared of no wind. Good par from Sandi.
Yes, this was a middle of the pack hole, 0.12 over par. Almost 3/4 of the field taking par on this one. A little more conservative here for round 3.
All right, hole 5, another par 3, 341 feet. Not really much more to say other than get it out there. Kind of slightly on a mounded area, so there is a chance of rollaway here. But I feel like we've been saying that at a lot of holes here this weekend.
What a shot from Sofia. Right on line for the ace, just a little short. Jens needs this to get down.
Whoa.
She's going to scoot on over to the next fairway, basically.
Using the hillside as a slide, basically.
I like this line from Kat, a little more to the right.
Not as much flair, I think, as she was hoping for, to be honest.
Good shot there from Sandi. It's going to put her right on the edge of circle.
Oh, it's still rolling.
Yeah, it's just a tough one to run.
Yeah, with the wind going right in your face. Whoa. Cat didn't really mind, though. Circle's edge putt.
On the board, finally getting back down to even. Much different tail than round 1, being 4 down through 5. So that's a good birdie from Sofia as well. She's slowly creeping up. Closing the gap just a little bit on Jennifer here.
What a good teammate. Card mate, rather.
All right, hole 6, 303 feet. This one has a little bit of danger. You do have OB a little tighter on the right side. Basket, couple conifers you have to miss. Slope on the backside as well.
Yeah, and most of the pins here on these courses are very strategically placed to where there's very specific angles for your landing zones to keep you open.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that does not stay in bounds.
Wind just took that one. Looks like we have a pretty strong left to right.
Wow. A lot of action in the air here.
Oh, the tail end of that too.
Oh, it snuck by.
It probably would have been better if it actually hit the tree.
The ground play is so crazy on days like this. Very unpredictable.
Oh! Wow. What a good bid there from Catrina.
Oh, that seemed like it might have had the same effect had it not gotten hit by that branch.
Jen's like, get me off of this hole. Take my par.
I think Sandi is saying the same. Tough break.
Yeah, double trouble for her. Oh, no. Now there's like no wind.
So frustrating.
Just like that. Not a great hole for the ladies.
It's so easy to get started, and when you get the bug, you just keep going, and it's so much fun.
Disc golf is a great game to get out, increase your activity level, enjoy the outdoors, and have a great time.
It's a really easy sport to get into, so just grab a disc and come out and play.
No matter your age or skill, there's a place for you out on the disc golf course.
So come on out and throw your best.
All right, the triple island hole, hole 7, par 4, 285 feet. The safe play is obviously to lay up, and in these conditions, I would recommend doing such. Unless you have the guts. Oh, no, that wasn't even to run it.
Yeah, she took the eagle in round 1. She's probably looking at a par at best now. Sofia getting there successfully is that just drops immediately.
Safe, though.
I don't think so.
For Catrina?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but then to only go OB on the green. That's got to sting.
Great there from Sofia. She's going to have an easy birdie.
I did see some of you in the comments mentioning that you didn't really agree with the par, which I don't quite know how I feel about it, but I do understand where you're coming from. Where you miss and still have the opportunity for your par.
Yeah, I don't mind it because it brings in the opportunity for eagle.
It makes it more risk reward.
Yeah, and that's what they're going for. And with the amount of space, good putt there. On the property, I think it just allows them to have that type of hole. So we saw here, I mean, you lay up and you still miss.
It's very rare to see a sub 300 foot par 4. That's for sure.
Whew.
Poor Sandi, like got the brunt of it here.
Sofia taking another stroke. So we're going to move into hole 8, par 3, 335 feet. Couple guardian trees to miss here. Basket right on the slope. OB down on the right side. Doesn't come into play too much. Sofia does get caught up there.
Jen putting a move on it here. overthrowing.
That seems to be the trend here. But it's keeping her away from danger. Good shot there from Catrina. She's going to be edge of circle. Big flare and roll there for Sandi.
Ooh. Good layup, though.
Ooh. Cap for a chance to take a stroke. No bueno. She'll be putting back. That barely snuck over.
It was a close one.
Oh, no.
Jinx.
Catrina not having the round she wants. 7 down through 8, round 1. 2 over through 8, round 3.
With having such a strong event putting-wise, to only be tested like today, that's got to do a lot for your mental game. All right, let's round out our front 9 with a par 5, 735 feet. Big mash, kind of right around in the middle of the fairway. You got OB behind the basket, sloping down towards it, as well as an OB golf green.
Yeah, not too much danger on this first shot. It's really just kind of get it out there. If you get a good enough throw, I guess the green does come into play for your second shot, which could bring in eagle. And depending on the wind, I think Jen can do that there. Us lefties just trying to get one out there.
Not quite the distance that you need, but wide open, like you said. Catrina going the wider route.
Same thing as round 1.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that one caught you off guard, you mentioned.
Yeah, I was ready for it this time to film, but still an interesting choice in my opinion, especially with someone who can throw as far as she does. It's why take that much off of it? Maybe she likes the approach angle from here better. Kind of keeping it safer from the green, maybe?
Yeah, maybe she knows if she goes the other way, that green comes into play on her second shot because she throws far. So doing something like that, she's just playing for birdie.
That checks up great.
Oh, yeah, look at the tailwind.
So kind of an opportunity to get aggressive.
And you don't say so. Wow.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
What a roller coaster of a shot.
But imagine had that not hit the tree, where she would be taking her out of bounds from.
I don't even know where the OB goes over there.
Towards the walking path, I think,
Yeah.
straight back. So a lot
Pretty far.
a lot further than she is.
Yeah, pretty far. And look at the wind. Just pick that up. Great shot there from Catrina. Yeah, I mean, that tree definitely helped her. And then put it right on its side. Now this is going to be pretty tricky putt. Yeah.
All that for a bit of gray.
I'm pretty sure her entire front nine was gray. I think Jen has gotten pars the entire front nine.
It matches how overcast it is. I almost picked up before Sandi taps out here because you can't see it from this angle because she's literally, like, she has to watch her head picking up.
Good putt there. Good bounce back for Catrina. Still 1 over, though, for the round.
Like, literally so much so under the basket. Yeah, wow, all gray for Jen here on the front.
And Derek, look how close we have now. Only 2 strokes between first and third. Moving Day is doing exactly that, making the scores much more closer as we get closer to our cut and to our final round. Make sure you tune in for this back 9, round 3 Moving Day, here on Gatekeeper.